ordered food today. I ordered food from Moe's. Fridays, I do all of my copies for the following week. I am sending home homework with my kindergartners. Most of the teachers are gone. You know, it's Friday. Everybody wants to run out. I'm going to explain my phonics centers and what I do for phonics center time. Hey there, vloggy vlog. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am Kira, and in this video I'm taking you along with me on a day in my life. So it is currently 11:16. It is lunchtime. Kiddos are in the lunchroom and I am in my room. I ordered food today. I ordered food from Moe's. So my bowl should be here in like 20 minutes or so. It'll probably get here after the kids finish eating their lunch, but I'm fine with that. I can eat it later. I bought some like turkey slices and some bread, so I have something to eat while I'm waiting for my Moe's, but I know I'm gonna be more hungry at the end of the day, and I wanna stay and organize and get some things done at the end of the day, so I don't wanna rush out, and when I leave here, I wanna go straight home. So, ordered me some food, and now I'm gonna get ready to go and make some copies. I shared in last week's vlog that on Fridays I do all of my copies for the following week, and currently I am sending home homework with my kindergartners, and they are working on their names. I have this tracing sheet for them to trace the letters, and then I have this sheet where they can write the letters, and then I have number tracing, numbers 1 through 20, and then I have this where they can write their practice writing their numbers, and then I have another number writing resource, this one here, and so this is where they write their numbers. This is from Playful Primary. The other sheets are sheets that I found at my school, so I can't really link those for you. And then the letter name sheets that I use for them to trace, I can share that with you. I can link that below, but that's about it. So I'll link the tracing sheets for you. And yeah, that's what I'll be sending home for homework. And then I usually send home the letter that we're working on. I do a color by sound. This week we learned the letter I, so I am going to send home the letter I color by sound. And yeah, that is going to be what I send home for homework. And then for my other copies for phonics, we are doing letters J, V, Y, and X next week. So I need to print out the writing for those letters, and I need to print out the coloring for those, and then I need to print out the center activities for those. And so I don't think I mentioned this in the last vlog, but I am switching up how I am doing small group centers, and I will be sharing in this vlog at the end of the day how I do centers and what that looks like. I had a subscriber comment on my video last week asking for small group or guided reading, and they want to know how I do that and what that looks like in my classroom. So I will be sharing that in the vlog once the school day is over and I can be in here and take my time and explain that to you. And hopefully by then my room will be a little bit cleaned up, because right now my desk is a disaster. But I'm not gonna chat too long. I only have 15 minutes for lunch, so I'm gonna go and make as many copies as I possibly can. And then I will pick up the camera probably at the end of the day to share small group and let you know how the day went. Well, hello. It is the end of the day. It's 2:43. Kids are gone. Most of the teachers are gone. You know, it's Friday. Everybody wants to run out. I am not running out. I am staying, and I'm going to do some copying. I need to make some copies for next week. And then after I make those copies, I'm going to come back in, show you my OOTD, and then I'm going to explain my phonics centers and what I do for phonics center time, as well as what I do during small group time. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and keep on watching, but let me go make these copies and I'll be back. All right, all of the copies are done and ready to go for next week. So I'm ready to explain small group to you, but first I wanted to share my OOTD. So my jewelry is always the same. I wear these green emerald earrings and this emerald necklace, same set. My grandmother got it for me for Christmas. Apple Watch band is from Amazon, and then I have on my lanyard, which is from Alessia Makes. Alessia Troyan is her name on Instagram. This is the tea for today. I'm obsessed. I went to the Eddie B comedy show last weekend and I got this shirt. It says I'm already professionally developed. So I wore that today. I always wear tea on Friday. And then the jeans are just some dark denim from Forever 21. I believe these are from Forever 21. And then I have on my mini Ugg boots in black, which I'm obsessed with these. So that is the fit today. Now let's get into some small group discussion. Okay, so small group block. Let's chat. So we do small group here at my school in kindergarten. Our block is from 10 to 11. We usually have whole group reading from 9:30 to 10, and then we go into our small group time from 10 to 11. I try to finish my whole group lesson a little bit before 10 because I like to do 4 rotations every day. this is new. I used to do 3, and then the next day the last group would do whatever the group did the day before, but that kind of got confusing. So I like the fact that I can do 4 centers every day. Everybody goes to every single center, and I don't have to worry about, oh, this person didn't go or this person didn't get to go, blah, blah, blah. So we do 4 rotations each day. I have 4 centers that students go to each day. Center 1 is a tub from our phonics station. Center 2 is another tub from our phonics station. Center 3 is writing, and center 4 is iPad or technology. iPads, the students will go on their iPads and they will get on what's called iReady. That is the program that our school is using to help students with academic growth. So for iReady, they have a reading component as well as a math component. So during small group reading, they are on iReady reading in small group during small group time in the technology center. For writing, I'll show you. Let me flip the camera. So this is my writing center. On the shelves, I have group names. So I have the penguins, I have the bears, and I have the dolphins. In these sleeves, I'm not going to show much of it, but I have student names, and they trace these in writing. And after they trace their names, then they trace the letters that we have done already in whole group. So right now, that is what they're doing in the writing center. Eventually, once I teach them, they're going to be grabbing their writing notebooks, and they'll be writing in their notebooks during writing time. The notebooks will also be differentiated between the 3 groups, so they know where to grab their notebook when it is time. But this is my writing center. This over here is my technology iPad center. If an iPad needs to be charged, students will put it here, and then I will put it on the charger. Students' iPads live in their cubbies on the side. And during centers, they come here and they get their group login card box, and they use that to log into iReady. Now, I mentioned before that Center 1 and Center 2 are tubs from my phonics center. So this station here is my phonics center. I just set this up and made it nice and neat, and I just figured out this system. If you want more details on this system, check out That Teacher Taylor. I'll leave her handle here for you. That Teacher Taylor on Instagram, and she also has a TPT. I use her resources for phonics centers. So I'm going to flip the camera around and share with you how the tubs work. So like I mentioned before, we have 4 centers. I showed you the technology center and I showed you the writing center. The other 2 centers are my phonics tubs. We do 2 tubs per day, or 2 centers per day. All together in the phonics area, I have 7 centers and then a turn-in area. On Monday, we do centers 1 and 2. On Tuesday, we do centers 3 and 4. On Wednesday, we do centers 5 and 6. And then on Friday, we do center 7 and what's called ABC games. So far, I have only taught my students centers 1 and 2. Next week, I'm going to be teaching them centers 3 and 4. The week after, I'm going to be teaching them centers 5 and 6. And then that following week, I will teach them center 7. They already know ABC games because at the beginning of the year, ABC games was a play center for them until we learn our actual work centers. So on Monday, they do centers 1 and 2. My centers are differentiated into 3 groups. I have my penguins, which are my low group, my bears, which is my on-level group, and my dolphins, which are my high flyers. If they're in the penguin group and they go to center 1, they get their activity from here. If they're a bear, they get their activity from here. And if they are a dolphin, they get their activity from here. They are the same activity, but with a little bit of a different skill each level up. So for the penguins, oh, I don't have my papers in here. I'm gonna stuff these and then I'll come back and share with you what's inside. Okay, so I just quickly stuffed my centers for Monday and Tuesday. It's really quick and simple. Now my centers are ready to go. I don't have to prep anything or do anything. The kids will just come here, grab their worksheet, and get started. So penguins, they look for the picture and check. Bears, they trace the word, look for the picture, and color. And the dolphins, trace the word, read it, and then color the correct picture. For center 2, they are doing alphabet sorts. So the penguins are sorting uppercase and lowercase. The bears are sorting pictures by sound. And then the high group also sorting pictures, but then they have to write 4 words that begin with that sound, or they can write the 4 words that they pasted over there under the I with the check. And so that is how my phonics centers work. You do these 2 tubs on Monday, these 2 on Tuesday, these 2 on Wednesday, this one on Thursday, and each day that they finish their work, they have a turn-in bin based on their group. So that is what the students are doing while I am pulling small groups to my kidney table and doing a small group lesson. So that is centers. That's what they're doing in centers. That's what we do each week. These will eventually get filled up with all of the other centers, and I will be sure to share each week what center I am teaching them. Like I said, next week, I'm going to be teaching them centers 3 and 4. So definitely make sure you're subscribed for the next vlog, because I will share in the next vlog what centers 3 and 4 will be. But they will be from that Teacher Taylor's year-long kindergarten center bundle. So if you're looking for a resource to use, I will definitely link that below for you in the description. But let me take you over to my kidney table and share with you what I do during small groups. So you know what the students are doing. Now let me tell you what I'm doing. This is my small group space. And so I use stools so that I can have more kids over here with me. But this is my table. It is not always this clean, but on Fridays I try to clean it up as best as I can. This is the book that we use in small group to teach small group lessons. It's called UFly Foundations. It's an explicit and systematic phonics system. Depending on what level my group is in, that depends on what lesson I start with. So my low group, we start with lesson 1. With my middle group, we start with lesson 10. And then with my high group, we start with lesson 35A. So definitely let me know in the comment box below if your school uses UFly. This is our first year using it, so I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm actually not, in a couple of weeks will be like my first time fully pulling students to my table and doing UFly, because before we didn't have our books. So while I was out sick, they got their books, and so this coming up in the next couple of weeks will be my first time actually using the UFly book in a small group. I'm super excited about it. I took letters training, so I know a little bit about this book, and I know like its benefits for students. So definitely check this out if you haven't already. They have an awesome website with like free resources that you can use. It gives you a scope and sequence. It's really awesome. I love how the lessons start with just the sounds. You're not even getting into letters. It's just alphabet knowledge and letter formation for the first few lessons, and then you get into teaching the sounds. So I really like this book, and I'm super duper excited to get started with my students in small group with UFly. So that is small group in kindergarten at my school. Myself and all of my kindergarten team, we are doing UFly in small group. Not everybody is doing centers the exact same way. I was asked by my coach and admin to do a little presentation for my team about how I do centers and things like that, to hopefully make things a little bit easier for them. But I am super duper obsessed with that teacher Taylor and her system. When I saw it, I was like, that's it. That's what I need to do. It's so easy. All you do is pick the letter of the week, print the activities, and put them in buckets, and the kids grab them and get them during centers throughout the week. And it's amazing. You only have to print one time. Once I introduce all the centers, I will only have to do one print job, and then everything will be done for the entire week. And super easy, super quick. I love it. I don't have to like figure out different manipulatives and things like that to put in bins and boxes and all that. Super easy. Just print and go. And so, like I said, I will leave that resource down in the description box for you. If you have any questions at all about what I talked about, what my kids do in centers, or what I'm doing at my small group table, definitely leave me a comment down below. I hope that that was helpful for you. And again, any questions at all, please let me know and I will answer them right away. With that being said though, we're going to end this Friday. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for joining me. I hope that I shared enough for you today. I hope that I got enough footage. If you liked what you saw, definitely give me a big thumbs up so they can reach other people out there who like teacher vlogs. If you haven't already, definitely check me out on Instagram. I post there on a daily. I'm trying to do my best to do better. I posted 3 reels in 1 week, y'all. 3 reels. So definitely check me out over there. If you haven't already, please consider joining the fam. I would love to have you here. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I am trying my best to upload every single week, and so far we're doing a good job. If you haven't checked out last week's vlog, definitely go check it out. I will leave it in the cards for you, and I will see you next week in next week's vlog. Bye.